What's up, guys? It's Mike.
It's Jasmina.
It's Jen.
You guys went to school in the U.S. Well, you went to school in the U.S. You went to school in Canada. I went to school in China. 4 years total of schooling in China. And this is a story. This is kind of interesting. So there's an English language training center in China. This is like a franchise, school franchise. And one of their teachers got in trouble because she's a 25-year-old Russian woman. And she taped at least 2 of her students' mouths shut during class because they were blabbering or something. I don't know. A lot of parents obviously took offense to this. When you tape a kid's mouth shut, your parents are gonna be mad. And they found that other kids have said that she also taped their mouths shut.
And she got fired.
She got fired.
But the thing is, these kids' parents probably would have given them harsher punishments.
Well, I'll tell you guys this about Chinese schools. Teachers do some stuff. I mean, there has been a lot of examples in the past few years where they went way overboard. Like this one teacher grabbed a girl's hair, pulled her out of class. That's no. You don't do stuff like that. That's like that's really crazy abusive stuff. I'm talking about lightly abusive stuff that our teachers did.
Like slapping you on the hand with a ruler or something?
No, that's even tame. So
is it anything that has to do with torture, like
no, not torture?
I mean, I don't know.
They're not the CIA. But when I went to school, I saw stuff like this. So I've had my hands slapped with a ruler, and it hurts actually because they use these long rulers in China. Not even like these like 12-inch ones. They're like foot-long rulers, and not foot-long. Foot-long is these like
meter-long.
These like meter-long rulers, exactly, and they're made of bamboo and they hurt. My teacher actually made one kid slap himself in the face. Like that's the perfect crime, right? That's the perfect crime. Because the teacher was like, come up here. And because it's all about public humiliation as well. The teacher was like, come up here. So the kid goes up. This was in like 9th grade. And she was like, slap yourself. And he's like, and she's like, harder. He's like,
Is she really meant it?
Yeah, he had to slap himself really hard.
That way she can't get punished.
Yeah, it's a perfect crime.
Yeah.
She didn't hit him. So I've been like a first-hand witness on some of this stuff that teachers do. I do not condone it. I mean, teachers, look, there are better ways to teach than physical abuse, right? There are better ways to get kids to obey and listen than this is insane stuff. I say it, I'm laughing because look, when I was growing up, this was commonplace in Chinese schools, and it's to me, thinking back, it's kind of crazy. That's why I'm laughing. But so this teacher taped the kid's mouth shut. You can't be doing stuff like that. In this country, you touch a kid and like it's game over for you, which I also feel like in some cases is like really really excessive. Like even teachers who may break up fights or whatever, they might get punished. I don't know. In China, like this does go a little far.
You know, if this teacher was like a Chinese teacher, this wouldn't even make the news.
Yeah, probably wouldn't.
That's what I'm thinking. I agree with you.
It's only because it was a Russian teacher.
It's a Russian teacher.
I'm sure this happens. It still happens a lot in China. It's just how come this came out in the news and then when Chinese teachers just don't?
You know, if a Chinese teacher did it and the parents heard about it, they'd be like, "Oh, you deserve it. What'd you do this time?
Oh, man.
Like, what'd you do wrong this time?"
That's true. Unless you were like, oh, wait a minute.
What?
I think our teacher taped our mouth shut before.
Oh,
I think that happened. I'm just thinking about it. I don't think that happened.
I don't think it's actually that bad unless it's like duct tape or something.
it probably is. It says it's double-sided tape.
Well, no, that's
No,
not.
like duct tape actually hurts.
No, double-sided tape is weak.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there's a duct tape that's double-sided.
No, duct tape is only one-sided. I think. I'm not sure.
Come on, they invented everything. No.
But you guys are absolutely right. And it's because this person is white. And also people are saying, why is a Russian woman teaching English? I mean, I don't know.
I think it was also an excuse for maybe the parents felt kind of annoyed that the teacher was Russian teaching them English and they're like, we want our money back. Or maybe they didn't see the result in the kids.
Well, I do feel like they would be a little more annoyed, let's say if they heard like a Westerner abused their kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like you mentioned, Jen, if it was a Chinese teacher, they'd be like, yeah, okay, you probably deserve that. Well, I mean, unless they like really hurt you really bad. That's what, like my parents always said that. My parents would be like, yeah, what'd you do? I'd be like, yeah, my teacher, like, yo, those are so common, like getting like your hands slapped by a ruler, things like that. It's just so common.
They probably have like this image of Western teachers where like they're kind and generous and like they won't do anything bad to your children.
That's true.
Whereas like Chinese teachers are like harsh.
Or it's a sense of national pride. It's like, well, yeah, you can't. You're not Chinese. You can't punish our kids like that.
Yeah.
So now the parents are asking for refunds, which are supposed to be 1,500 or 15,000 yuan for 100 English classes. I don't know. This is crazy, but the abuse in Chinese schools is real. I mean, it's crazy now. I think of it. It's just like I can't believe I went through that.
I don't think Chinese people even think that taping your mouth is like abuse at this point.
Honestly, if that happened, I mean, I'm pretty sure, I'm 80% sure it happened. No one thought it was a big deal.
To you?
No, not to me. No, I was a good kid. The worst I ever got, what did I get? Oh, they treated me kind of nice because they knew I was from the US. Like when in elementary school, I didn't get any of that because I was like a model student. And then when I went back for school, they treated me really, they called me Lao Wai. They were like, you're a foreigner. They called me a foreigner, so they didn't really do anything bad to me. But I saw my other people get, there's some abuse going on. And, worst thing that happened to me was I had to stand up during the entire class for once because I missed a question. It's not even like I misbehaved. I missed up a question that like our teachers would go around asking people questions and I didn't know the answer and she made me stand. Anyway, crazy story. Let us know your thoughts though. Thanks for watching. See you.